Films allow us to live a little second life where we feel, cry, laugh, and live, and we come out with new understandings and perspectives. In just 2 hours, our lives can change completely, and that's why I love cinema. But there are 5 films that changed my life a little more than the rest, and I want to share them with you, starting with Singing in the Rain. This is one of the films I've watched most times, and I tend to come back to it, especially during low points or periods of incessant boredom. It's a musical that captures the transition from silent films to talkies for the IT actors Don and Lena. I describe the experience of watching this perfect film as true escapism. It's light and fun, and I feel pure bliss for every second of it. Films can kill you and tear you to shreds, but this one just makes me happy. Yet there is not a single moment where I lose interest. During the catchy, colorful musical breaks where I'm just in awe at the sheer talent of the actors, it's hypnotizing. And there's something so mesmerizing and beautiful about watching people do what they love, and what they're so good at. Another aspect I love is that the good guys win, and in the film and TV industry, this doesn't always happen, so it makes me feel better about entering it. But this is a film that makes me want to sing and dance, something I try to do every day, in every moment, no matter how dull, like Singing in the Rain. Le Notti di Cabiria is a film which has taught me acceptance. I cried and cried and cried because this film stabbed you in the heart with an ending that is so simultaneously beautiful and gut-wrenching. The film follows Cabiria, a prostitute looking for love. Fellini is a genius, and Masina too. This is my favorite acting performance of all time. Her ability to be so lovable and funny, yet feisty and raw with emotion. The character they have created is real, and considering the context of women in Italy in the 1950s, especially their representation in film, often one that's one-sided and shallow, Cabiria is not Hollywood glam. She's a character that's 10-dimensional, beyond just being beauty and a man's woman. She has personality. We can't help but fall in love with her desire to be good, despite having a life that would make most a cynic. She's strong yet vulnerable, resilient yet naive, and somehow a dreamer despite her circumstance. This film is filled with laughter and tears, and this is what I love most in movies, the balance, because it's what's most reflective of life. A balance of pain and love and laughter. Cabiria makes me love life and the sheer beauty of it all. I've already posted a video about this film, but it's one of the first Rohmer films I watched, and it made me fall even deeper in love with his filmography. The film follows the friendship between the city girl Mirabelle and the countryside painter Reinette through 4 adventures. It has reminded me of my love of nature, the importance of it, and the importance of silence. I feel like I'm living at 200% all of the time, and this film, at least for the first half, transports me to the countryside where I have a little moment of silent peace. It makes me appreciate the beauty of life, of conversation, and of coincidence. But one thing it's taught me is to live lightly. And as a romantic, I appreciate the chemistry between the two as well. Lilia Forever is one of those films that completely and utterly destroy you. One where you sit in silence staring at the black screen for an hour, contemplating everything you know. I'd watched another one of Modison's films, Effing Åmål, a light-hearted romance between 2 teen girls, and so I decided to explore his other works. And this film completely destroyed me. The film follows Lilia, a girl living in poverty who's brought to Sweden for child sex trafficking. Its cinematography is so grey and ugly in a very documentary-esque style, which makes it so real. Coming from Thailand, a hub of human trafficking, it felt very intimate to watch. And Sweden has always been a utopia for me, but seeing it in this light, where the culture of keeping to yourself and not asking questions, it's terrifying and it's given me another perspective. It's horrible, but it's made me aware and very grateful of my circumstances and every moment I'm free. Now for a light contrast, Sing Street, one of the most underrated films I've ever seen. I watched it when I was first getting into cinema, and it was my favorite film for a year or two. It follows Connor, a boy who starts a band to impress a girl. And my god, the confidence this kid has. He's a true, unembarrassed artist. This film has reminded me to be a teenager, to take risks as an artist, and to take risks in life in general. And if you're gonna be an artist, why not commit 100%? And being a teenager is the most beautiful time of life when we don't have to be good at anything, even though they very much are, but we can just do things, and who cares if people judge, because sometimes I just want to wear makeup and 80s costumes and sing to my crush in a band, and that's all I want to do, and I've never had the courage to, but this film reminds me to sacrifice embarrassment for passion. It's no coincidence that 2 films on my list have the word sing in it. It's important to sing and dance every day if we can. These films have taught me to appreciate the beauty existing in everything, and to be grateful for where I am in life in every moment. No matter how dull or boring, one can enjoy silences, and fill them with laughter and dance too. But what do you think? Is cinema changing the world one person at a time? And what films have changed your life?